Chuck Norris is known worldwide as the ultimate symbol of strength, invincibility, and discipline. His name evokes images of unstoppable power, martial arts mastery, and cinematic heroics. But behind the legendary status, the action star and meme icon carries a life story filled with struggles and resilience. The man celebrated for roundhouse kicks and fearless on-screen personas faced battles no trophy could erase. From a childhood marked by violence and fear to the quiet persistence that built his martial arts empire, Chuck's journey shows a human side rarely captured in headlines. The real story is about survival, courage, and relentless determination. It's a story of a boy who learned to fight not for fame or glory, but for existence itself, and whose strength was forged in the quiet moments of pain, discipline, and self-discovery. Childhood and family struggles. Chuck Norris, born Carlos Ray. Norris, on March 10, 1940, grew up in Ryan, Oklahoma, in a household defined by violence and instability. His father, Ray, was a mechanic, a World War II veteran, and an alcoholic whose rage created a constant environment of fear. Chuck and his brothers learned to shrink into corners and pray the storm would pass. Physical abuse, verbal attacks, and emotional neglect left deep scars. His mother, Wilma, worked tirelessly to provide for the family, but lacked the power to shield her children fully. The chaotic environment taught Chuck early lessons about survival, self-preservation, and resilience. At school, his shyness and worn clothes made him invisible, reinforcing feelings of inadequacy. Poverty, constant moves, and a lack of stability compounded his early challenges, instilling a quiet determination that would later define his work ethic and refusal to give up despite life's obstacles. Escaping through the Air Force. At 18, Chuck joined the United States Air Force, seeking escape from his abusive home rather than pursuing a sense of duty. Stationed at Osan Air Base in South Korea in 1958 as a military policeman, he confronted isolation, cultural differences, and continued feelings of invisibility. He struggled to fit in, haunted by memories of his father and the voice that had constantly reminded him he was worthless. Letters to his mother remained unsent, questions about his identity unanswered. This period was as much an internal battle as a physical one, forcing him to confront his fears and sense of self. It was here, thousands of miles from home, that Chuck's journey toward transformation began, showing that escape from one environment cannot erase the wounds carried inside, but can open paths to growth and discovery. Discovering martial arts. During his Air Force tour, Chuck stumbled upon a Korean martial arts school. Watching from the outside, he hesitated, doubting his own ability. But a moment of courage led him inside, where a master recognized his potential and demanded discipline and persistence over talent. Training in Tang-Soo-Do was grueling. His body ached, his hands bled, and progress came slowly. Yet for the first time, failure was not punishment. It was opportunity to learn. Martial arts became a philosophy, teaching that real power comes from self-mastery rather than domination. This training awakened something within him, a sense of agency and identity that had been absent his entire life. Over time, persistence replaced doubt, and the scared boy from Oklahoma began transforming into a warrior, learning that strength is built daily through effort, resilience, and courage. Building a martial arts legacy, upon returning to the United States in 1962, Chuck faced new challenges. Tang-Soo-Do was virtually unknown in America, and he struggled to find purpose while supporting a young family. Working dead-end jobs and facing financial pressure, he continued training in quiet spaces, honing his skills and proving to himself that the lessons from Korea were real. In 1964, he opened his first karate school in Torrance, California. The early days were lonely, filled with self-doubt and empty classrooms. Gradually, students arrived, and Chuck's dedication, discipline, and authenticity drew attention. By 1967, his skill earned recognition in tournaments, culminating in 6 world middleweight karate championships. His record became legendary, 183 wins and only 10 losses. Despite this dominance, trophies and titles could not erase lingering feelings of inadequacy or financial stress, teaching him that recognition alone is not the measure of true achievement. Early Hollywood struggles. Despite martial arts fame, Hollywood was initially indifferent to Chuck. Casting directors dismissed him as too plain or stiff, failing to see the quiet intensity he possessed. Audition after audition ended in rejection, leaving him questioning whether he had wasted years chasing a dream. This period tested his resilience, patience, and belief in himself. The breakthrough came with a chance encounter with Bruce Lee in 1968. Recognizing Chuck's authenticity and discipline, Lee invited him to train, and their friendship grew into a mentorship. Bruce's encouragement changed Chuck's trajectory, showing that opportunity often arises through the recognition of character, skill, and persistence, rather than talent alone. The friendship would also prove deeply personal, as Bruce's untimely death left Chuck with both grief and motivation to honor the lessons he had imparted. Breakthrough with Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee cast Chuck as the antagonist in Way of the Dragon, 1972, leading to one of the most iconic martial arts fight scenes in cinematic history. The Coliseum showdown between Lee and Norris showcased discipline, precision, and controlled power, proving Chuck's ability to command presence on camera. This moment was transformative, introducing him to a global audience and opening doors in action cinema. Yet the triumph was bittersweet. Bruce Lee's death in 1973 left Chuck grappling with grief and survivor's guilt. He struggled to maintain motivation and navigate Hollywood without his mentor's guidance. This period illustrated that success and loss often coexist, and that perseverance is as much about emotional endurance as physical capability. Chuck began building a career in low-budget films, learning the craft of acting while honoring Lee's mentorship through discipline and authenticity. Walker, Texas Ranger and cultural icon. In 1993, Walker, Texas Ranger premiered, becoming the defining role of Chuck's career. As Cordell Walker, he represented a moral, disciplined hero in a world of uncertainty. The show ran for 8 seasons, with over 203 episodes reaching millions of viewers worldwide. It combined martial arts action with principles of justice and integrity, appealing to audiences craving clarity and honor. Beyond the fame, the show made Chuck wealthy, providing financial security and global recognition. Yet success came with challenges, grueling schedules, strain on his marriage, and the persistence of personal expectations. Later, the internet phenomenon, Chuck Norris Facts, added another layer, blending humor with admiration and introducing him to a new generation. The memes transformed Chuck into a timeless symbol, celebrating invincibility while subtly reminding the world of the human story behind the legend. Legacy and reflection. Chuck Norris's life reflects resilience, discipline, and the transformative power of perseverance. From a childhood of abuse and invisibility to martial arts mastery, Hollywood struggle, and global recognition, his journey illustrates that true strength is cultivated through adversity. He faced grief, loss, and self-doubt while building a career that would span decades. Beyond trophies, films, and memes, Chuck's legacy is one of persistence, integrity, and the daily choice to rise above hardship. His story reminds us that invincibility is not an absence of struggle, but the courage to confront it continuously. The boy who once feared his father and hid in corners became a man whose discipline, character, and presence continue to inspire millions worldwide, offering a living testament to resilience, hard work, and enduring human spirit.